Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's Friday video is going to be the next two cards using the Simple Stories card kit. And we're going to just hop on in. So this is the Sending Sunshine. I'm going to hold it up real quick. That's the card kit. And we're going to go ahead and start. After I do the first two, I like to fold it in half. And then that way I know which two cards I'm doing. And then I can just focus easily on those two. So we're going to start just like I always do. I pull everything out that's needed for the one card. And then I'll push that to the side and we'll work on the second card. So whenever you guys are doing these, I find these to be really fun, quick and easy cards to make, especially if you're a beginner card maker. You're just stepping out trying to create some fun cards that you can send to people. These are definitely, I would highly recommend. If you do the photo play ones, you do have to cut those out yourself. All the pieces are there. You just have to cut everything out. In Simple Stories, everything is pre-cut. So it's in the paper, but it's easy to like pop out. So right now we're just popping out 3 of our clouds to go around the sentiment. We have our tulip border. And I want to say, the chipboard duck. And then we just have 2 more things. The sun and 2 butterflies. And we're going to pop those out of the chipboards as well. And then that's it. That's that one. Push that up to the side. And now we're going to start with number 4. And before I even started reading, I could see the circle that I needed to grab. So I grabbed the circle. And then I grabbed the card base. And let me see. Okay, so these 2 pieces are next to go on here. And let's see what's next. Pull this out. Okay. And I'm just reading because you want to make sure, because they had a flower pot on the ephemera stuff, but they had a chipboard flower pot that I was supposed to grab. So I just wanted to make sure I'm grabbing what's supposed to be chipboard and what's supposed to be ephemera, if that makes sense. So we're grabbing those pieces, and then I believe we have to grab a butterfly, 2 butterflies, and a heart maybe? Hold on, we'll see. I could actually grab the cards. They're right here in front of me. No heart on this one. So it was just the 2 butterflies. And that's it. Okay, so now we're going to start putting these together. And like I said, with the base, that covers the entire card front, right? So the card front is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that's what the bases are. And then you're going to attach the added layers. Okay. And then we'll attach our border. And I was just trying to make sure I have everything in the right, basically, area as far as where I wanted the border to go. And I'm trying to see with the photo basically how they have it laid out and how I'm going to put it down. So obviously it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't get it exact. But I like to make sure that I'm getting pretty close to what they have in their picture. Okay. So now, before I lay or really push down the sentiment, I just wanted to kind of figure out where I was going to put my cloud there. And then the other clouds kind of go in front and underneath a little. But you'll see, I'm going to put this one down. And then when we do the one that goes kind of on top, thankfully with it being wet glue that we used, we're able to pull it up a little bit and still get a little bit of the cloud underneath. That's why I really like using the wet glue, because it does give you just a little bit of time to where you can still manipulate things if you need to. Okay. And now that we have that down, and don't worry if you're using art glitter glue or barely art glue, it dries clear, so if some does come out, you don't have to panic. I just like to kind of wipe it up so it's just not like all spewing. But for the most part, if some does come out, it's okay because it's going to dry clear. Okay, and there's your card. I love how quick these come together. You could literally probably take one of these or a couple of these on like a crop where we all get together and craft and stuff, and you could probably get like 2 or 3 sets of these done if you're just all you're doing is putting them together and stuff. Now at most crops we do like to eat and chat and talk, so it takes a little time away from crafting, but these are great to travel with. And when you're done, you've created gift sets if you want it. You know what I mean? You just add some envelopes, tie a little bow around it, and you can give someone a gift set of cards that they can mail out to people. You know what I mean? And that's a nice, thoughtful gift. So we're just going to keep laying everything down. All right. And once we get those down on this one, then we're going to start laying. But I want to make sure I put my yellow circle in the right spot before I do the chipboard piece. So we're going to lay that down first. And then we're going to grab that chipboard, the sentiment. And then I'm going to put a block on that just so it can kind of help press it down, keep it nice and secure to the card base. And then we're going to put this one. I have to move that a little bit so I can have my spot. And then I like when they make like sort of like a little vignette with the chipboard, because you have like a water can, some scissors, yeah, all together right with the flower pot, and it makes for a nice little vignette. And then we're going to add our butterflies. And then the last piece, which is the chipboard flower, is kind of off to the right there. And once you add that, it's done. But like we did with the first set of cards, I am going to go ahead and splatter on these as well. And I'm using the white, the picket fence, the spray stain, and we're also going to do, I want to say this is Wilted Violet was the purple that we're using. Let me see, because I have it here on my desk. Yes, Wilted Violet, which I think goes really well with this collection. And just that, like that, it's done. I love how these come together. They're just so simple and quick and easy. And yet these are really pretty cards you can send to someone. Give someone a little bit of like, hey, I'm thinking of you, you know, sending you sunshine. That's a sweet card to send to someone. And I think it would be great to receive that in the mail, you know, just like a, hey, I'm thinking of you. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week with our next 2 cards in this collection. Thanks again and have a great day.